Hello, good evening, viewers. It's a wonderful evening. I want to tackle something small in this evening, and today's topic is all about peer pressure and social media influence to the youth. So, first of all, we find the definition or what is meant by peer pressure. Peer pressure nini? From the peer pressure ni ile force ya kufanya kitu kwa sababu maybe marafiki wanafanya. Si lazima mtu akushike shingo, but it's something maybe just an influence, that power of influence of doing something maybe because of friends are doing it. But maybe sometimes you can do it without maybe being with a reason for doing it. Maybe sometimes you can see a group, maybe some friends of yours wanaenda club kila weekend. Sometimes we pia waikuita unago, but yani una feel uende. But in the back of mind you think that maybe I'm a church guy. Na unataka ati uende kwa club. So that's where peer pressure gets in. Jiamua ati uende because of your friends are going, but you don't know the reason why they're doing it. And so there are some things that have speed up or zimeongeza peer pressure to the youth. First of all, we have what you call the social media. Social media is a good thing. Maybe it have some positive value into our life, but also concurrently it has some negative value. And the first negative value is what we call the peer pressure. So maybe sometimes unaweza kuwa ulikuwa kwa simu, mara kidogo na kama rafiki yako amepost gari nyingine ama anapost kako Dubai, mtu anapost ako na iPhone, so akili yako inasema kusema mimi nani niko nyuma, ama mimi mbona siko hapa. So unaanza kuwa na pressure, wewe pia unataka kuwa majuu. You want to get the iPhone, you want to get the car, unataka kwenda Dubai. And because you cannot make it, unatarajia mwati uende ufanye kitu kibaya, or some of your friends will have to influence you that this is the way to do it, but maybe that way is not good. So because of that pressure, wewe ndio unajiamua tu atufanye kitu ili ukue hapa ama ukue na gari. Those are how social media can affect or can speed up what peer pressure. The second thing, we have what we call the soft life illusion. Maybe kama unaenda TikTok, Instagram, zimejaa watu wakionyesha maisha ya kifahari, yanaona kama vile branch, yani maisha imekuwa juu, watu wako soft life. Na wewe sometimes yani penye unatokea ama the background cannot allow it. So unajifeel these are maybe they are my age mate, but wanaishi soft life. So wewe tunajiamua tu, unaanza kuwa na pressure cause pesa pia hauna. You want to be in that situation. Juwezi utakuwa influenced because that pressure that is in you. So hiyo pia inaleta peer pressure. And also kuna pressure ya maybe kujifanya. You want people to see you ati uko sawa. So wewe kimaisha uwezi, so that influence that will have to make you unataka ujione mara ukue juu, will make you to do what? To get into peer pressure. And the most worst thing, the most is about the betting and the gambling. And this has gone with a lot of life. Kuna wengine wamesha commit suicide because of what? The betting. Because maybe your friend, alikuwa maybe kind of say like we have the aviator, all this betting website. Akajibet. In that moment of betting, I may win key to maybe like 100,000. Hey, when you feel that if this my friend can do it, why me? Then unapata maybe kama ulipewa fee ya mzazi around 10,000, unachukua yote unaplay kwa bet because of peer pressure. Ukiweka bet imechomeka yote na pesa. What the next solution? Unaamua ati juu unajua mzazi atakupea pressure. Unaamua ati you commit suicide because of the peer pressure. The next one also that is a bit high is on the drugs and alcohol. Maybe you see that all your friends wanaenjoy another club, wanakunywa pombe, wewe pia unaati maisha maybe kama umeingia mambo ya drug inaweza kuwa poa. Maybe your friend anakuambia ati come to ujionje ama join what the peer pressure, utaamua tu jingi. So there are the things that most so cause what? The peer pressure. Sometimes also in the line of education or the career, you can find some friends who can make you do what? To get into peer pressure. So as long this thing can affect us, or we can find ourselves in this situation, but also we can have way to do away with them so that they cannot affect our life. First of all, the first thing you can do is to build a shield. You have your goal and your motto that if you say no, it is no. So there's a shield that will have to block you from peer pressure. If maybe you see that your friend maybe wanaishi a soft life, wanasema ati mi bado sijafika, ni no, I must work hard to achieve it. Maybe your friend will tell you that let's go to club, but because in that moment lazima utaingia ukunywe pombe, because huwezi enda club ukunywe maji. Hata kama utaenda tu, but at long last utajipata hapo. So if you have to build that shield that if you say no, it is no, I want you that you cannot be influenced with the peer pressure. You have how to do what? Away. And also what we call the mental toll, the way you have to program your mind. Because one thing that I know, that you have that power on our hand that can define who you are. That's why you have it. You are the same person who can decide to mess up your life or to make it to be something is good. That power you have in your hand. So if you program your mind that if it is bad, it is bad, if good, it is good, then I think you can win these snares that can be in front of you, all these challenges. So program your mind. If something is bad, let it be bad. Have your stand, set your limits. If you set your limits, penye ukifika, kusema hapo ni hapo, nataka nini ifanyike, then you have good. And also believe in yourself. Sometimes, you know, we are not the same. So unapata kama mtu anataka kuwa na soft life, but yaka haijafika. So also we should be patient with the life. Be patient, work smart with the life, then know how to balance the life. Then you cannot be swept away with this peer pressure. Because majority, sasa ukiangalia, there are those who have the bright future, but because of peer pressure, they commit suicide. Wengine wazaziko awako because of what? Of peer pressure. So life is still good. No matter what's happened, life is still good and important. So set your limits, know how to balance the life, have your own goals, then generate or build a shield that can protect you in this situation. And also, so the next things we talk about the mental health and drug abuse. And this is also thing that is moving concurrently with peer pressure and also to our youth. What we call the drug abuse. This is what we define as the silent crisis. And indeed it's silent because mental health and drug abuse is something is a silent crisis. Unaweza kaa na mtoto even kwa nyumba for even half of the year without not knowing is a drug addict, anatumia hizi bank, okay, na ujui. It is a silent crisis and is highly affecting our youth. Mental health kwa moso kwa vijana Kenya bado za tabu. So mimi sana ukisema niko drama, watu wanasema ati wacha, ukisema ati niko stress hapo, watu wanasema ati wacha drama. So lakini ukweli this thing it is a depression or anxiety na burnout ziko hapo. Na zionekani, mtu anaweza kucheka na wewe leo kisha jaribu kujiua. This is what you call the mental health, the silent crisis. Unaona mtu ako hapo anajaribu kucheka, anakuongelesha tu vizuri, but inside him kuna burnout, ako so depressed. Na kufika kesho atamua tu because maisha imeshakuwa dark, anaamua to let me go do what, take away my life, because anaona ati akizidi kwa hapo life will continue being unfair on his side. So this thing, a root cause of depression to our youth sometimes maybe like unemployment. Maybe some mtu after kumaliza shule anakaa nyumbani maybe 2 to 3 years. Kila siku wazazi wanamuuliza kazi iko aje, ndugu zako wako na watoto na wewe bado unategemea. Hiyo pressure inakula mtu pole pole, another feeling ya mimi ni mzigo. So naka mtu maybe kuna shule hakuna kazi, anakaa nyumbani even for 4 years. Wazazi wanamuuliza maybe he sing like maybe his brother is doing well. So hiyo pressure inamfanya inamkula kile, anaona ati is a burden to the parents. So sometimes parents you have to bear, tujue tu vile Kenya iko na mtoto uzimu kwa unampea pressure sana, hata wewe hajamwati mimi ni mzigo, anamwati ajitoke aende. In that process of wacha niende, maybe anazoea huko kuna pia pressure involved in those kind of maybe akwe muizi juu anataka ye pia akwe na maisha mazuri. So that's also another thing. A root cause number 2 is financial pressure. Maybe like rent, black tax, loan, marafiki wanaomba unapata 2k, by 2 weeks zimeisha, unaanza kulala na wasiwasi, nitafanya aje next month. Hii chronic stress ndio unavunja watu wengi. Mimi sana mpaka mtu ana kazi anaomba pesa maybe like 20k, within 2 weeks pesa imeisha, hata kwa stress, hii pesa ndalipa aje, tafanya aje. So hii kitu like inamkula sana, ana money. So these like they are the mental problems that are called the silent crisis. Unaweza mtu ako hapa na fry, but inside him kuna vile anaumwa due to mental crisis. They are called the silent crisis, and they are most of the things that kill a lot of people. This kind of silent crisis. Now for those social media and comparison. Unaona kama wenzako wakipost mfanikio, wewe bado unatafuta, anaanza kujisikia ati you are useless. Maybe kwa mimi sina. Inaitwa digital depression. Tunajianganisha na highlights reel ya mtu. So unaona kama maybe like this unaona kwa IG ama Instagram, TikTok, unapata marafiki zako yani wanajipost. Mtu amepost hapo dinga, Range Rover, mansion. Unajiona wewe bado uko low, uko down. Sema tu kwani mimi I was cast or so. Unajiona this is what the digital depression. So if you compare yourself to your friends, unaamua tu yani sema tu maybe life is not fair in yourself, unakuwa na depressed and sema maisha si balance au maisha si fair. So these things we have to know this situation that maybe time yako hajafika. So maybe kuna kama your friends are posting those kind of things, usikwe depressed sana, so unataka kuwa na pressure, itakuwa na kula pole pole, inakuumiza. On this kind of thing we have the escape. Tunaambiwa mtu akizidishiwa anatafuta escape, kwanza ni pombe ya weekend, nipumue. So maybe If depression has come in and the peer pressure, uko depressed, mtu anaamua ati I escape in this thing. Anaamua ati maybe kani ngumu, ataamua ati maybe aende weekend apunzike na pombe. Anaanza kuwa addicted to drugs. He is more so depressed. So anaamua ati cause of depression, maybe sometimes alikuwa hakuwa na kazi, akaenda akakopa pesa like 2K. Within 2 weeks pesa imeisha. So anaamua hii pesa nitalipa aje? So anakuwa depressed, anaamua kani ngumu, wacha niende weekend. Every weekend analala huko pombe na kunywa, analewa because of depression. So this silent crisis can make us to fall in things that was not worth for us to be in. So an escape of pressure also can do what? Can make us to fall on things that hinder ourselves. Also, we have a drug. We are from crystal to addiction. Inaanza na bangi. Unajua sasa mtu anasema ati wala nikunywe kidogo niburudishe. So mtu anakunywa bangi kidogo aburudishe. You know, there's some drugs that if you take them in ourselves zinakuwa even addictive. So vile mtu alianza ati ni tu ya kurelax. Chukua pombe kidogo anaburudisha, bangi kidogo anasikia kako. Sasa anaburudisha. So in the moment of hiyo kuchukua kidogo kuburudisha, ndio unapata ka umejingilia kwa drugs. Unakuwa addicted even with not knowing. Sometimes you are taking it for pleasure, but due to that pleasure unajipata ki you are addicted into drugs, and that will now make you become somebody who have no future, because these drugs kwa zingine ukitumia more so in excess, maisha inaanza kuwa ngumu kabisa. So drugs also can cause this mental crisis that is highly eating our people. Ingine tuna signs that we have what we call stigma. Stigma. I know you know what's called stigma. So hii shida kubwa ni aibu. Watu wanasema nini? So what? Wanateseka kimya. Wengine so nataka kusema watu wanasema nini? What are they saying about me? Hawakuaje? Those kind of thing. Tunafaa kuelewa kuomba msaada si udhaifu na ujasiri. So maybe sometimes you lack something, but because of stigma you cannot know how to explain yourself when ujiombe. So unapata kama unakufa hapo ndani because of something small. Maybe sometimes kuna kitu ilifanyika, but because of you are afraid to share it, because of stigma, inakukula depression, inakula you give up, what let me do what take away my life because of stigma. So sometimes sometimes msaada si udhaifu. Maybe hata kani kitu, just find one person you share it, because a problem shared is half solved. So stigma can also bring the mental crisis that can bring a strong depression that will have to result to what? Maybe taking away or itakubidi tu ati ati maybe hata nikunywe sumu ama nijinyonge because of stigma. So don't be afraid. Kaka kuna kitu, even find someone that you can trust, waombe. Find someone friend that maybe can something you can share with him, akupe advice. But kama unataka kuwa na stigma, it can kill seriously. So we know that njia za msaada ziko. So this mental crisis, if we take them as something normal, then they can result into maybe death. And these things are more so maybe to the people in age bracket like the teens up to 30, this the youth age. There are people suffering out of the mental crisis. We call them the silent crisis. They are silent because they hit or they burn out the brain. So first of all, the way to the solution of this mental problem, like depression, stigma, first of all, find a friend. Mtu mwenye unamtrust. Find somebody you can trust. You can tell your problem. The second thing, go to church. Because there you can find counseling. Through counseling, your problem can be solved. Also, try to do what exercise, because some depression through exercise we can reveal, they can go away. Tembea, jenga, build your routines. Na muhimu, kataa madawa. Usiamua ati maybe kama uko depressed, the solution ni drugs. You want to, unataka kwenda kunywe pombe utoe stress. Sasa nikwambia ukweli, pombe haitoi stress. Hizo tu ni they're like snares that will have to keep you, they'll just keep you, continue more inside depression. So maybe kama uko na shida, uko stress, usienda ati unataka kwenda kunywa pombe ama bangi. Hiyo ni kujiongeza shida. They're not the solution. Kataa madawa. Kama kuna depression, find counseling, somebody to talking. But unataka kwenda kunywa pombe, ukunywe bangi, you are normal. Tunaambiwa one drink inaweza can do what? Inaweza kurudi na miaka. Ati just a drink inaweza kurudia miaka 5 years back, just a drink. So hizo mambo ya dawa, kama uko na depression ama stigma, don't advise. Then the message of hope to people suffering loss, suffering about maybe the stigma, peer pressure, depression. Know that life, no matter what happen, life is still good. No matter what happen, life is still good. Be patient. Believe in yourself. Work smart. Have your limit. Trust in yourself. And this will do what? Work out. No, so that ukosa kazi leo itakuwa hivyo permanent. Maybe there is something good tomorrow that will bring back hope. So ukikosa leo, just be patient, humble yourself, pray to God, then hope for tomorrow. Because we tell that our God also, if you submit your cause unto God, like Job did, He must answer your prayer. So trust in God. Build your trust with God. Ukikosa leo, and umwambia Mungu, ni hivi. Then I'm sure that our God, if you trust in our God with all our heart, if you lack today, tomorrow He must provide. He must provide. He must provide. Kukosa pesa leo si mwisho. Hope for tomorrow. Kila siku ni fursa mpya. Kuna watu wamepitia mabaya zaidi na wamesimama. Wewe pia unaweza. So maybe there's somebody also pass a lot of this thing, but he just have that, alikuwa anajisimama. He passed out the depression. Maybe he was lacking money. Alikuwa anapitia hizi kazi, alikuwa na kazi, those kind of thing, but alikuwa too humble in this kind of hard situation. And today there are people, they can talk, they drive, they have big mansion, because of what? But who are you? Are you different? All of us are human beings. All of us are. So kukosa leo si mwisho. There is tomorrow. Hope for tomorrow. But the main thing, trust in God. And the last thing, be somebody's talkative. Ukiongea utaponya. Kama kuna shida, find a friend whom you trust. Share the problem. Solution will have to come out. Kuongea ni kupata uponyaji. So I know if you are watching this video, you can spread the message so that we can help our youth, because majority wengi are giving up in life. Wengine wanaamua wana commit suicide because of small things, these silent crises. So we can help them. We give them advice. We give them counseling. Tell that if life is hard today, si mwisho, there is tomorrow. And the main thing, let's trust in God. Commit our cause unto God. May God bless you and give you a wonderful life. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share and follow Cyrus Nova. Have a good evening.